Hey guys, Coach Sam here from SOS. First time doing a little Facebook Live for a while. Basically, January, February and March has been absolutely mental. So I've set up a little area at home now where I can actually do these Facebook Lives. I've got a photo of me and Dean in the background. So it actually looks like I'm in the gym, but I'm actually in my my so-called spare room at home, which I'm turning into an office with lots of books. So guys, we're going to do a quick Facebook Live before I head to yoga later, and we're going to talk about water. Can water actually make you fat? Okay, well, what do you think? Obviously, it's a funny question because, you know, most of you will know that water can't make you fat because it contains no calories. But guys, there's lots of water these days in the supermarkets, and I was in Morrison's earlier, and this jumped out at me. Okay, guys, it's called Juicy Water, and the reason I'm doing this Facebook Live is because look at Dean. Yes, he's there. He's there, Greg. This jumped out at me. So, can water make you fat? Now, most of you will think no. You know, it's impossible for water to make you fat. But this is Juicy Water. All right, guys. And in this 400 milliliter bottle, which is really, really small, okay? Smaller than my head, as you can see. There's nothing in it. Like, it's hardly anything in it. You've got 162 calories in this Juicy Water, okay? So, it's very juicy. In there as well, guys, is 32 grams of sugar. In this alone, 32 grams of sugar. So, you know, let's think about the average female. They need to drink maybe 2 liters of water a day. The average male needs to drink maybe 3 liters of water a day. So if the average female drank this Juicy Water to hit their 2 liter target, which is, you know, quite easily done, but it tastes really nice, is really moreish, you'd want to drink a lot of it, that would equate to a total of 810 calories. Okay, guys, in just this Juicy Water, okay? For the male, there was on a 3 liters of water a day. If a male was in for 3 liters of water a day and they use this Juicy Water, it would be 1,215 calories that they'd be consuming just getting this stuff down their neck to hit their hydration targets, okay? The female, guys, if they were to drink 2 liters of this stuff and hit their hydration target with this alone, it would be 160 grams of sugar. 160 grams, fucking hell. That's a lot of sugar, okay? Whereas the male that drank 3 liters of water a day, if they got it all from this Juicy Water, it would be over 200 grams of sugar they would be consuming, guys, okay? So water, Juicy Water, yeah, water certainly can slow down your fat loss efforts. If you're having one of these a day and you're not tracking the calories, maybe you don't process carbohydrates very well. There's 41 grams of carbs in one of these, 32 grams of sugar. You know, it can certainly slow down your fat loss efforts. All right. Now let's put this into perspective, guys. Okay. So, you know, 32 grams of sugar in one of these bottles. Okay. A Krispy Kreme donut contains 10 grams of sugar. Okay. 10 grams in a Krispy Kreme donut. So would you rather have one of these, 32 grams, or would you rather eat 3 Krispy Kreme donuts? In terms of sugar content, this would still have more sugar. Okay, in terms of calories, it would. I think the donuts would win because of the fat content. But you know, I'm not saying sugar is really bad for you here, guys. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of sugar, but this is really misleading for people. I had a consultation with a new lady that signed up last week on a trial with us at the gym, and you know, she was drinking one of these every day for lunch. Wasn't factoring it in. She didn't realize that this Juicy Water actually contained, she thought it contained calories because it tasted nice. No shit, 32 grams of sugar. But she didn't realize how much sugar was actually in this. Okay, so, you know, 162 calories in just a small one of these. You know, is 32 grams of sugar is just basically sugar. So guys, drinking water can certainly slow down your fat loss efforts. And if you're getting all of your hydration from things like this, then 100% it will really mask your fat loss, and potentially you could start putting on body fat. Now, other things you've got to be careful of, guys. You know, this is the water example. Things like the innocent smoothies. These are not so innocent at all. Okay, there's 40 grams of sugar in this, 39 grams of sugar in this. That's the equivalent in terms of sugar of 4 Krispy Kreme donuts. Okay, guys, like I'd much rather have a donut if I was, well, I would personally rather than have an innocent smoothie that probably tastes like arse. Okay, and then the other one then is these cans here. again, guys, these all claim to be, you know, this one claims to be one of your 5 a day, and so does this one. You know, so there's no added sugar in any of these products. They all say, you know, no added sugar, one of your 5 a day, all that kind of stuff. But you've got to be super careful, guys, because, you know, it's very, very misleading. Like in each of these products here, just in these alone, you could have one of these for breakfast easily. You know, wake up, have an innocent smoothie for breakfast. You could have a can of innocent bubbles with your lunch. And in the evening meal, you could have a juicy water. That's 120 grams of sugar that you've consumed through the day. That's the equivalent of 12 Krispy Kreme donuts, guys. It is insane the amount of sugar content in these things. And with all those calories, all that sugar, all those carbohydrates, you know, 120 grams of sugar, that's going to be 500 calories in these drinks alone, maybe a little bit more. That's going to do very little in terms of making you feel fuller for longer. It's going to do very little in terms of helping you recover from workouts, because they're all very, very low on the protein side of things as well. So, guys, yeah, if you're going to be drinking fluids and your goal is to lose body fat, stick to black coffee, stick to green tea, stick to fresh filtered water, or your water you can buy in the shops. Or, you know, I had one earlier. If you do feel a little bit like, you know, you want some in, if you are dieting, I've got a photo shoot soon. I'll have a Diet Coke. I'm not saying they're good for you, but the research is clear. You've got to drink a lot of these for them to be bad for you in terms of the aspartame content. I think it's between 18 and 20 cans a day, and I don't drink 18 or 20 cans a week, let alone a day. But, you know, people think Diet Coke is bad for you, and then they'll be guzzling things like the innocent smoothies, thinking they're really good. You know, guys, the main thing to realize is calories are the most important thing when the goal is fat loss. Yes, you want to make sure you're getting as much vitamins, minerals, nutrients, antioxidants, and that kind of stuff as well. And these things do provide them, but just get that, guys, by eating real food, real fruit and vegetables, okay? I wouldn't be drinking these, because the issue with the smoothies is they're very high in fruit, not so much vegetables in there, and they're quite low in fiber, because things like juices, they remove the fiber, which actually slows the release of sugar into the bloodstream. So, guys, just a really short Facebook Live. I thought I'd tune in to do it. I haven't done one in a while. You know, can drinking water make you fat? It certainly can if you're drinking this kind of stuff, which has 162 calories in 400 milliliters and 32 grams of sugar. It might be one of your 5 a day, but, you know, that is going to do nothing to help you lose body fat, and you're going to be freaking starving after that. And if you're drinking this to hit your full daily allowance of calories, you've literally, or daily hydration targets, you're certainly not going to have any fat loss. It's probably going to be going the wrong way, and those trousers will start feeling a little bit tighter. Sugar, guys, it isn't the enemy in terms of fat loss. We know excess calories are the main problem. But the way I explain it to clients in a simple way is sugar is like the getaway driver in a bank robbery. And what I mean by that is, if I had 3 clients or 3 groups, this is a study that was done. And what they did was they give one group a high protein, high fat breakfast, such as eggs or an omelette. They give another group oats or oatmeal. The oatmeal contained the same amount of calories as the omelette group. Then they give another group then a high sugar cereal, or they could have given them a juicy water. All 3 groups had the same amount of calories for breakfast. For lunch, then what they did is they repeated the same meals. So the high fat, high protein group had the same meal, the exact same amount of calories. The oatmeal group or the porridge group had the same calories as they did in the morning, and so did the juicy water, or in the study it was a cereal group. The high sugar group had the same amount of calories as the high fat and high protein group. So by midday they'd eaten the same amount of calories. Obviously the macronutrient ratios were different, and then in the evening they tested all the groups. They went for an all-you-can-eat restaurant. They calculated how many calories the groups consumed. Everyone could eat as much as they wanted, and guess what? The high sugar group ate the most calories. The high fat and high protein group that had the omelette consumed the least amount of calories. So yes, you know, the reason the one group probably put on more weight was because they ate more calories in that evening meal. And at the end of the day, their calorific intake was higher. But the reason they consume more calories in the all-you-can-eat meal is probably because they were starving, because we know that high sugar, low protein, low fiber foods does very little for your satiety. So if you are grabbing foods, guys, on the go that are sort of high sugar, low fiber, low protein, lacking in nutrients and things like that, then you are potentially going to be eating more food later on in the day, or you're certainly going to have your resolve in terms of sticking to your calories is going to be tested a lot more, because you're not going to be as full. You're going to be a lot more, you're going to be hungrier. We know protein is great for increasing satiety, so that's why I recommend all our clients to, have protein with each of their meals, and also lots of veggies as well. So guys, yeah, that's today's Facebook Live. If anyone's got any questions on it, feel free to comment below. But the take home is, guys, be careful, be vigilant when you are when you're buying food and drinks in the supermarket, especially the drinks. The Food and Standards Agency have not got a very good grip on what they're allowed to do. This is perceived as being a healthy water. It says lemon and lime with spring water, no added sugar. It looks like a very, very healthy label. It's quite small and petite. It's 1 a 5 a day. But on closer inspection, when you look at it, guys, 162 calories, 32 grams of sugar. If you guzzle in 2 or 3 of these a day, that's 100 grams of sugar, the equivalent of 10 Krispy Kreme donuts. I'd much rather eat a donut. I don't know about you. So guys, stay away from juicy water if your goal is fat loss. All right, guys, any questions, post below, and I'll make sure I do some more of these Facebook Lives soon, because I know you guys have missed them. A few of you have commented and let me know that already. Speak to you soon. Have a good weekend.